is Chris with Progressive Rehabilitation Associates, and today we're going to do a body scan meditation that can help with pain. First, a little bit about meditation. I like to think of meditation as bringing all of our attention to one thing, and I like to let people know that meditation takes practice. Our minds like to wander, and the act of meditation, or bringing it back to one thing that we're directing it towards, is like building a muscle. I like to call it the meditation muscle. If, as you're meditating, you find that your mind has wandered, you can gently bring it back to the sound of my voice and the words that I'm using. I also like to let people know that this is just one form of meditation. Meditation can take a lot of different forms, and it can take a few tries to find the one that works best for you. Also, if you experience intense feelings during this meditation, it's always okay to stop and to find somebody to talk to. The last thing I like to let you know is that I'm going to guide you from the very beginning to the very end, all the way from when I invite you to gently close your eyes or to stare at one spot softly in the room, to when I invite you to open your eyes or bring your attention fully back to this space. Let's begin. Take a moment to let your eyes gently drift closed, or to find one spot to stare at softly in the room to minimize input into your brain. Then just bring some awareness to your breathing, not trying to change it. Just noticing what your breath feels like right now, how it feels to bring air into your body and to allow air to leave your body. In the next few minutes, we're going to scan your entire body, from the bottoms of your feet to the very top of your head. We're looking for little bits of tightness or tension, or maybe even pain, and using our breath to breathe in health and relaxation, to break up those little bits of tension, tightness, or pain, and imagine them leaving with our out-breath. I invite you to bring your attention all the way down to your feet. Notice the soles of your feet. Notice your toes and the arches of your feet. It's actually not uncommon for people to hold tension or tightness and to curl their toes when they feel stressed or anxious. Notice if as you breathe in, you can imagine the oxygen you're bringing into your body going all the way down to your feet, moving through it, moving through your feet and your toes and the arches of your feet, breaking up little bits of stress or tension, allowing those to leave your body with your out-breath. Take a moment to notice your ankles, a tiny joint that works so hard for you every day. Notice any tightness or tension in your ankles, and as you breathe in that health and relaxation. Imagine it going all the way down to your ankles and feet, and as you breathe out stress, tension, tightness, or even little tiny bits of pain. Allowing your attention to move up into your shins and your calves. Notice your shins and your calves. Notice any tightness you might be holding or tension. Again, breathing in health and relaxation. Breathing out stress, tension, tightness, or pain. Allowing your attention to move into your knees. Another amazing joint, allowing us to ambulate in this world and move in our space. Let your attention notice how your knees are feeling right now. Check for little bits of tension or tightness, maybe even pain. And then with your next in-breath, imagine that fresh oxygen going into your knees, offering health and healing. Breathing out little bits of stress, tension, or tightness that you found in your knees. Bring your attention up to your thighs. Huge muscle group that helps us move through our world, supports us when we sit, supports us when we lay. Notice any tightness or tension in your thighs, and as you breathe in health and relaxation. As you breathe out little bits of tightness, tension, stress, or pain that you're holding in your thighs. Allowing your attention to wander up into your hips and pelvis. You can always shift gently if that helps you to feel that area more comfortably. Notice your hips, your pelvis, and the very base of your tailbone. Notice any tension, tightness, maybe even little bits of pain. And as you breathe in, imagine that fresh oxygen moving all the way down into your hips and pelvis. Moving through, breaking up bits of tension or tightness, allowing them to flow out of your body with your out breath. Again, breathing into the hips and pelvis. You have a small diaphragm in the base of your pelvis that helps your breathing. Imagine breathing all the way into that diaphragm. And as you breathe out, just allowing air to leave your body, gently taking with it any little bits of tightness, tension, or pain. And then bring your attention gently towards your spine and your low back. Checking in with the spine and the muscles around the spine. Breathing into the low back, breathing into the spine, breathing out little bits of discomfort or tightness. Letting your attention wander into your large intestine, your small intestine, and other areas of digestion. These are areas that can be affected by stress or tension. Allow your breath to come into your digestive tract. Breathing into the low abdomen. Breathing out little bits of tightness or knots that you found in the digestive areas. And then bringing your attention up into the mid-back. Notice your spine and the muscles around your spine. Notice your rib cage, all the way around the front to your diaphragm and your belly. Notice the gentle movement of your breath. Notice any tightness you might be holding in the middle of your back, in your low rib cage or in your diaphragm. Breathing in health and relaxation, breathing out stress, tension, or discomfort. Allowing your attention to wander into the top of your spine and your shoulders. Sometimes it's helpful to shrug or maybe roll your shoulders just to notice what the muscles are doing today. To notice if there's any tightness or tension in your shoulders and upper back. And imagine your breath bringing oxygen to your shoulders and upper back, moving through, checking for little knots, and bringing out little bits of tension as you breathe out. Letting your attention start to move down your arms, noticing your upper arms. Notice your elbows. Notice your forearms. Notice your wrists, your hands, your fingers. Let your attention settle in the palms of your hands. Sometimes people at this point notice a little bit of tingling in their palms or their fingertips. That is the fresh oxygen circulating through your body. And little capillaries with the relaxation have been slightly opened, allowing a little bit more blood flow. Imagine your next breath moving from your lungs into your shoulders, upper arms, forearms, wrists, and hands. Check in with your hands to see if they're open, slightly relaxed, and breathe out little bits of stress, tension, tightness, or pain that you may have been holding in your shoulders, arms, or hands. Bringing your attention back up to your shoulders and where they meet your neck. Sometimes, again, it's helpful to move the shoulders slightly, tilt the neck, rock it. Checking for little bits of tightness, tension, or discomfort in the neck area. And then breathing into the neck, feeling your breath move through your throat, visualizing it going into your lungs and bringing oxygen back up to your neck. Breathing out little bits of stress, tension, tightness, or pain. Allowing your attention to move over the back of your head, the crown of your head, the top of your head. Letting your attention move into your face, noticing the muscles in your forehead. Noticing the muscles in your cheeks and around your eyes. See if as you breathe into the muscles in your face, that those muscles may soften, may release or let go of little bits of tension that they were holding for you. Let yourself notice your jaw. Maybe open or close your mouth a couple times. Rock your jaw left and right if that feels available or helpful. Allowing yourself to breathe as easily as you can through your nose or your mouth. Breathing in health and relaxation. Breathing out little bits of stress or tension. Let's take a moment to acknowledge that you've scanned your entire body. And take a moment to notice your breathing. And notice any parts of your body that are talking to you about anything at all. We're going to slowly bring attention back to the space that you're in. If it feels available for you, feel free to rock your feet or rotate your ankles. Just starting to wake the feet up, maybe lift one leg and the other. Take a moment to shift your hips, pelvis, and waist area, if that feels available. And start to roll your shoulders. Maybe lift one at a time. With your next in-breath, I invite you to start to move your arms and hands and wrists. Maybe stretching your arms or rolling your wrists. We're going to use our breath to help our posture. So start to imagine that you have one little vertebrae in your back stacking on top of the other. With your next in-breath, imagine those vertebrae lining up in its best form. The crown of your head reaching towards the ceiling and your shoulders moving gently back, breathing out any little bits of discomfort that came with that motion. Breathing into your best, most comfortable and balanced posture. And then as you're ready, allow your eyes to slowly open if they were closed, or to slowly focus if they were staring softly at one spot in the room. Notice any sounds around you. Notice what you can see as your vision starts to focus. Notice how your body feels now that your eyes are open. Notice your breath. Thank you so much for joining me for this body scan today. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye.